Hello, glorious people. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the week 19 twin pregnancy update, and I am so very relaxed right now. I just did this Zoom sound healing meditation for the last hour. So I'm like very high vibrational energy right now, feeling very calm, feeling very in my body, just very content. And I'm just having a little cup of my tea here, and I just finished, Matisse just made these delicious apple tarts this morning. So I just ate one of those, and I'm just very blissed out right now. I'm actually doing this update today from Safia's room. She is out and about with her puppy this morning. She went over to his place, so sort of gives us some time to get the things done that we need to get done, which is really, really nice. And she loves being with him, so it's a win-win situation basically. So let's dive into week 19. So I think like the number one thing I can definitely say is a massive difference from last week to this week is that I just feel so much more pregnant, like so much more pregnant. It's like I just, starting this week, suddenly I cannot pick up things from the ground. Prior to this week, I could sort of fudge it, maybe do sort of like weird bend down to the side type of thing. This week, it's like, if you are on the ground, you don't exist to me anymore, basically. Which means there's a bunch of different laundry piles that start accumulating all over the house. And my blessed Matisse, thankfully, picks up after me. I basically just, if anything, a pen falls, I was like I was making salad yesterday, and like a piece of salad fell on the floor. I'm like, Matisse, I can't get that. You're gonna have to get that for me. Like I'm done with picking up things from the floor. So that's a huge change. And yeah, that kind of just makes me feel so much more pregnant. It's a tough place for me to get to. I very much like to just get things done and do things myself. I don't always like to have to ask for help. So I don't really have a choice anymore. It's like basically like if I don't ask for help, it's not getting done. So yeah, it's having a clean and tidy space right now is it's just a little bit tricky, but I feel so much better when everything is clean and tidy. It like, I feel like I can just really relax, and I'm not looking around being like, oh my god, I have all this stuff I have to do, because really, even with Safi's toys and stuff, like, can't for the life of me go and pick those things up. So let's take a look at what the Flow app says this week for week 19. So it says the fetus is the size, or I should say fetuses, are the size of a mango. Okay. Is that like the kind of mangoes we get here in Vancouver, or is that like a Cuban mango? Like, because there's different sizes as far as mangoes go. It says babies have grown a lot. They're practicing new functions. They're talking about the vernix again. I guess that's covering their whole bodies. Their reproductive system is developing quickly. All of their ovaries and the male genitalia, if there's boys in there, have already formed. So that's pretty cool. So size of a mango. Okay. I don't know what kind of mango we're talking about here, but there's different sizes to them, I'm definitely feeling just physically a lot bigger. It's just like, maybe before, if I was wearing a sweatshirt, and I'm talking before, like 2 weeks ago, you might not be able to tell if I was pregnant or not, and now it's like evident. I don't know if my belly is showing in the shot right now, but it's just like very evident that I'm pregnant. So that's funny. Yeah, what else? Yeah, feeling very pregnant. Heartburn. Heartburn is still an ongoing thing. I'll even get it if I don't eat anything that you would expect to give heartburn, like, you know, the classic things, spicy things, tomatoes, those sorts of things. I get it after not eating anything at all. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have it. So it's not really anything particular that I'm eating that's causing it. It feels like it's more of like an all the time type of thing. Yeah, heartburn. Hunger is still there, but the thing is that I actually, when I eat too much and then I get really full, I feel very, very, very bloated and very claustrophobic actually in my own body, which isn't that great of a feeling, to feel like I can't catch like a good full breath. So it doesn't actually feel very good to eat that much. I try to eat more like sort of in small amounts, and instead of like eating like a massive meal at once. Like at nighttime, if I eat too much, it's like all I can do is basically lie down. Actually, it was so cute last night. We had a pretty big dinner, and after dinner, I was like, I just have to go upstairs and lie down. And then Safi actually came into our bed with her books last night, and I read with her in bed. And then when I said, okay, so we've read your 3 books, it's time for you to go back to your bed now. She goes, Mama, lie down. Don't come with me. And normally she's like begging for me to put her down and to stay in her room, but she could sense that I was like not feeling 100% and just like really needed to lie down. She's like, Mama, don't come with me. And even I tried to actually like follow her because I was like, I actually do want to come. She's like, go lie down, don't come with me. It was really, really, really thoughtful. It was just very sweet. She does the cutest things ever. Matisse and I actually went out for a date night this week, which was just a couple nights ago, and on Friday night, and we went for dinner at this amazing vegan restaurant in Vancouver. It just opened about a month ago. It's called Mila. And so we got all dressed up. I hadn't gotten dressed up in so long. I actually couldn't remember the last time that I got dressed up. And it's just fun. I love just putting on some things that I feel good in, and doing my hair and makeup and feeling good, and so we went out and did that. We had such a nice time together, and it's important to still do those things and to feel good and get out and about, because I know that once the babies come, that is not going to happen for a very long time. So just trying to still keep up with doing those things here and there. Our reservation was for 5:45, and we were done, like ready to come back home by like 7 or 7:30. So it was still ended up being a super early night, but I'm really happy that we still went out and did something that was like just fun, just the two of us. And it's those really simple things that I really missed postpartum, like during postpartum, because you're so immersed in whatever babies need. Postpartum, you are so living in the moment with them, and you're so there at their every single beck and call that there's no way, like taking a 5-minute shower in the first few months after having a baby is luxurious. It's really the truth. So I remember like postpartum with Safi just actually being like, I just want to go for a drive. Like, I just want Matisse and I to go for a drive, and listen to our favorite music for, just a half an hour drive. It's just the simple things, just to like have that time together. And it's crazy how how important those really simple things become, and you do miss them after having babies, because it's like I said, it's you really are living right in the moment with them. It's so hard to leave and do anything else. So it would be nice if we could maybe try to do, you know, those simple things like that here and there as my pregnancy progresses. And yeah, as much as I can, I'd like to continue to keep doing those things, even if we have to get creative and do, like, you know, a fun date night thing at the house where we, you know, just get creative and pretend like we're at a restaurant here or something like that, instead of just like eating food and like watching TV, which I love doing, but just to like maybe try to do something different. Yeah, just keeping creative while we still can, and while we still have some peace and quiet, and we're still sleeping and doing all those sorts of things. So yeah, one thing that did happen this week, I don't even know if I want to talk about this, but I was supposed to have an ultrasound this next week at the ultrasound clinic. Matisse has not been at any of my doctor's appointments, any of my I've had ultrasounds at my doctor's appointments, and Matisse hasn't been able to be there at any of them. And so I was supposed to have an ultrasound appointment coming up this next week, and there has been some new lockdowns and protocols that have come into place just since this last Saturday. And prior to this last Saturday, Matisse was allowed to come to the appointment with me, which what I was really looking forward to, because it's, you know, it's one of the only things that the partner can actually experience during pregnancy. You know, like, as much as I try to involve him in, you know, the experience as much as I can, it's tough because it really is like mostly the mother that's doing all of the growing, all of the everything. So, you know, to go to the ultrasound appointment is very important to me, and it's a very, you know, exciting, sacred thing to go and do with your partner. And anyways, I was told this last week that my partner would not be able to come to the ultrasound appointment with me. And so just because of the new protocols, and I was and still am quite upset about it. So yeah, I've had all super healthy ultrasounds so far. Everything's looking amazing, and I have decided and made a personal choice not to go to any more ultrasounds until they have decided to lift that protocol. It's just a personal choice I have to make for myself, and I have to do things that make me feel comfortable, and it's too emotional for me to think about having to go through another ultrasound without him there. And yeah, it's extremely an extremely difficult and different time to be pregnant. Unlike before with Safia, of course, Matisse was, you know, there for me at every midwife appointment, every ultrasound, you know, every single step of the way. And this time it's really been quite different. And yeah, so that was weighing heavy on me this week. But I'm very comfortable with my personal choice that I've made. And I feel good about not going. I think it would be way too difficult on me to actually go and not have him there again. So that's a personal choice I've chosen to make, and that's something that I really believe in with pregnancy, is that women are empowered to make sovereign and personal choices for what you feel is best for you. You know, you are the gatekeeper of your pregnancy, you are the gatekeeper of your birth, and it is so important to know that all the way through, and know that you know what's best for you and your babies. So So yeah, I wanted to share that story to just empower you if you're pregnant, to know that, you know, you can say no if something doesn't feel right to you, and that's very, very important when it comes to pregnancy, and it's something that goes into birth, and then also when you have the kids, it's like the best lesson to know ever, that you are the one that's making the choices, and that's the most important part. So yeah, so I think that's the end of this video for this week. I can't think of anything else other than, you know, simple things like sneezing really hurts, you know, bending over and sneezing. I have to like hold on to my stomach if I sneeze or cough, and peeing all the time. I'm actually like trying to like train myself to not get up and pee in the middle of the night because I sleep so much better. But sleep has still been really, really good, so that's good. I'm grateful for any nights that I have a good sleep with my like 5 or 6 pillows around me now. But yeah, I can't think of anything else that's new this week. So last but not least, I'm gonna do the bump shot. So here's the bump shot for week 19. Yeah, I'm feeling quite a lot bigger than I was last week. There it is. 2 babies in there. That's it. I think that's all. Thank you so much for watching my videos every single week. The support has been incredible, and I'm extremely honored to be able to share my story, and to have others listen and watch and relate is such a gift. And so I'm incredibly grateful to have this space to be able to share my experience. So thank you so much. Please hit subscribe, and I will see you next week. Ciao. Mwah. Hey Safi, can you show me how you're gonna hold the babies? That's really good. You're gonna do a really good job. You're gonna do a really good job. You're gonna be the best big sister. Are you excited?